Everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my delicious spicy baked beans. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious spicy beans. Now this recipe is really easy to do, and the reason I'm making it tonight is because my son really doesn't like my homemade baked beans, and he especially doesn't like my spicy homemade baked beans, but he's out this evening. He's gone to a friend's house for his dinner, so I'm going to make this for my husband and I because we really love these beans. They are so delicious. You can make them with mild or hot chili powder, and you can have them with all sorts of different dishes as well. I'm going to be having mine with a jacket potato this evening, a sweet potato jacket potato as well. So I'm really looking forward to my dinner. So while I was making this, I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So the first thing I've done is to grab my large pan, and I'm going to put this on a high heat on the hob. So I'm just going to turn my hob on. I'm going to put that on the very highest heat I have, and then I'm going to add a bit of oil to the base of the pan, probably like a teaspoon or two, not too much, and then I'm going to brush the oil around the base of the pan with my plastic brush like so. And then I'm just going to wait for this to heat up now. So the pan has started to sizzle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a chopped up onion to the base of the pan. So I've peeled, sliced and chopped. Peeled, sliced and diced this onion. I've tried to do it as finely as I possibly can as well. I'm going to put the vegetables that I fry in here into a NutriBullet or a blender if you have one. But they do still need to be quite small, just so the blender blends them a bit easier, that's all. So yes, I tried to chop these as small as I could. So I'm just going to fry these onions now until they start to become translucent and clear, like a clear sort of onion. So the onions have started to soften and they've started to become slightly see-through now as well, if you can see there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 1 chopped carrot and 1 piece of chopped celery as well. Again, I've tried to slice these as thinly as I possibly could, just to make it easier for the blender to break them up, that's all. And I'm going to fry these until these become soft now. So the carrots have started to soften beautifully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic granules to this as well. So I'm going to put my spices in now. And then I have 1 teaspoon of mild chili powder as well, which I'm going to add. You can use hot if you want to. It's just in case my son gets home and he wants to try them, I'm using mild, so just in case, you never know. And then I have 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika as well that I'm going to add too. So I'm going to fry these now. Oh, that smell is delicious as well. So I'm going to fry these round now, just for a further minute or so. And then I have 2 tins of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, that I'm going to add as well. So I just fry that for a little bit longer. And this recipe is on my blog, Googie's Kitchen Life, and I will link the recipe and my blog in the description box below for you. There are now over 700 recipes on my blog, so there are lots of recipes just like this one and lots more. So please go check that out if you love recipes like me. So yeah, and now I'm just going to add the tomatoes as well. So that's the tomatoes gone in. And then I'm also going to add some chicken stock to this as well. So I'm going to add about 200 mils of chicken stock to this. I'm going to put it into the tin cans because you can get some of the residue of the tomato off from the tin cans if you just swirl it around a little like so. As you can see there, most of the tomato that was on the inside has disappeared. So that was my grandmother's trick, that was. I love that one. And now I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of chickpea flour. If you haven't got chickpea flour, you can use ordinary flour, or you can use brown rice flour if you're allergic to gluten like me. So yeah, I'm just going to do 2 tablespoons of chickpea flour, and then I'm going to leave these on the hob now for about 40 minutes. So I'll come back in about 40 minutes and hopefully then everything will be beautifully soft. So everything is simmering away beautifully now, but I actually forgot to add a little bit of salt and pepper, so I'm just going to add a pinch of salt to that and just a sprinkling of pepper as well. It has a lot of spices in it already, so it doesn't really need too much pepper, and I only like a little bit of salt in my food as well. So yeah, I'm just going to stir those in, and as I said, I'm going to leave this to simmer for about 40 minutes now. So these have been simmering away for about 40 minutes, so I've turned the heat off, and what I'm going to do is just remove them from the heat, and I'm going to leave them to cool for about half an hour or so now. So the bean juice, as I like to call it, is nice and cool now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into my NutriBullet cup. As I said earlier, if you have a blender, or even if you have like a stick blender, then please use that instead of a NutriBullet. You don't have to have a NutriBullet for this, and this isn't an advert for NutriBullet, although I do think they are fantastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on that, and I'm going to blend these now until they're all smooth. As you can see, the bean juice is lovely and smooth now, so what I'm going to do is repeat this process until I've used up all of the bean juice. So my bean juice is back in my pan, and my pan is back on the hob, and I'm just going to put this onto a low heat. And finally, I'm going to add the beans. So in here I have 1 tin of haricot beans and 1 tin of cannellini beans. And the reason I have cannellini beans is simply because I ran out of haricot beans, but cannellini beans work really well as well in this too. So if you wanted to try cannellini beans, then please do, but you could use both as well. So yes, now I'm going to add this to the bean juice, and as I said, I'm just going to leave this on the hob until I'm ready to serve with my jacket potato, and I'm really looking forward to my dinner this evening. So that's how you make my spicy baked beans, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be eating them with a sweet potato jacket potato this evening for my dinner, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be yummy, I've no doubts about it, and that recipe, as I also mentioned earlier, I will link in the description box below for you too. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. Do you love baked beans as much as we do, and have you ever had them spicy? I'd love to know, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.